everybody. So this week on Nostalgic Friday, I want to talk about something, kind of similar to what I talked about the first time. So how in my first Christmas Nostalgic Friday, I talked about, the Polar Express and how I didn't know it was a children's book, because I saw it as a movie first and then saw it as a book. Today's Christmas film that we're going to be talking about, was kind of the opposite. Because I first discovered it as a book and then I saw it as a movie. And this book is Olive the Other Reindeer. Now, to those of you curious, what the heck is it if you haven't read? Well, Olive the Other Reindeer is like a book, about this dog who I guess thinks she's a reindeer. Then she goes to the North Pole and, basically, flies around with Santa all over the world. Then, that's how it goes. Now, I don't exactly remember where I got the book, but it was pretty different to compare, what books you mostly got. Like basically this book I got could do like anything. Like on the first page, it had like this little thing where you could this, I guess, paper stick thing that you could like make Olive walk, and all that. And there was also I think on one page where it was raining like flutes. There was I guess a little like picture right next to the sentence with a rabbit. And you can open like the picture like a book, and it shows, a flute that landed on the bunny's house. So, yeah. Oh, and also 2 pages contain some scratch and sniff stuff, like one that smelled like gumdrops and one that smelled like gingerbread. So, yeah. But yeah, little did I know there was also a movie they made about this. Now, how on earth did I discover that this was a movie also? Well, back a few years back, around Christmas time, in elementary school, my teacher gave us some small little versions of the book, for us to read as a group. It wasn't the same as the one I owned, though. But yeah, we read it. And then, pretty much, I guess after we did, my teacher then said, there's actually a movie based off this book. And we're all like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, in fact, I could bring it in on Friday for all of us to watch. And we're all like, okay. So then Friday finally came, and of course, my teacher, brought the DVD for the movie, and we watched it. And I have to say, it was a lot different from the book. And I can understand why. I mean, I know some books, I know the movies tend to be different, and all that. So yeah, and also pretty much it became a yearly tradition. Every December, we watched this movie, and even the class next door, would come and watch it with us. Yeah, we were pretty close to the class next door because, both of the teachers, who worked were pretty, good, were pretty close too. So, yeah. Now, I bet you're probably wondering, so Sumner, you discovered this movie when they played at school. Did you know it played on Cartoon Network too? Oh boy. Well, here's a little fun fact. I didn't see it on Cartoon Network when I was growing up. Now, keep in mind, I do remember, their promos, back in the early 2000s, their Christmas stuff, like remember that little jingle they did? Which, oh my god, every time I hear that jingle in my head, I always get a feel of nostalgia. So yeah, and how on earth did I learn that all of the other reindeer, played on Cartoon Network a few times during the holiday season? Well, apparently Vale Skibum, who if you don't know is a YouTuber, who I guess, you know, brings up cartoon news and stuff, he kind of mentioned, he pretty much brought up a video about saying Cartoon Network's no longer airing all of the other reindeer. And I know you're probably thinking, I bet that probably upsets you, considering they may never do it this year either. But yeah, I'm like, wait, this movie aired on Cartoon Network? What? Why don't I remember ever seeing promos for this? Yeah. In fact, you know what? I can name one time I watched a Christmas film on Cartoon Network, and that was probably one year when my mom somehow, I don't know, found out that there was going to be a Frosty movie playing on Cartoon Network, like a Frosty the Snowman movie, like not the Rankin, not any of the ones by Rankin Bass, but this different one, which I can't remember the name of, but I don't know, it kind of like involved these like kids who like, I guess lived in a town where, I don't know, they're just not allowed to have fun and stuff and go by the rules. If you remember that. Maybe you remember the name as well. And yeah, basically that's the movie my mom picked. And I have to say, looking back at it, it's probably not as good as the Rankin Bass ones were. Thanks a lot, Mom. What the heck were you thinking? Anyways, now, I thought I'd go into some stuff that I actually learned about the movie later on when I saw reviews of this. Now, a few things I did actually find out is that, basically, this movie was done by some of the people who worked on The Simpsons. Like, literally, really, when I found reviews on this movie, I'm like, oh my god, I had no idea. This is interesting. Oh, also, the villain of the movie, who's like this mailman guy, is voiced by Homer Simpson. Like, can you believe that? Like, really? I did not expect that. I'm like, oh wow. Didn't really expect, you know, Homer to take on a villain role. Like, really. But yeah, I have to say, very cool. Like, wow. Like, and I mean, there's so many different things, like, you know, characters that aren't even seen in the book, like Olive Zoner and, you know, like, pretty much, well, you know, like, one moment in the movie is probably when the reindeer, you know, kind of gets into an accident and they can't really do, like, and, you know, and they might have to cancel Christmas this year, like, oh, wow. I'm like, oh wow, this wasn't mentioned in the book. She just went there because she thought she was a reindeer, if I'm correct in the book. Because, I mean, she was hearing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and she thought she heard all of the other reindeer and not all of the other reindeer, which is what they really say, but hey. I know there's a few differences again, but hey, what do you expect? Okay, so I think that's all I gotta say about this movie and this little story. So anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.